This is the Simpli Sisters Podcast. Girl, get in here, settle down, settle in, take up space and breathe. Come in this safe space where we believe in the power of sisterhood. We encourage truth and dialogue that promotes peace, clarity, and freedom. Join us here for conversations for the soul, because there is so much to talk about.
Hello, and welcome to Simpli Sisters Podcast. I'm Simply Tammy,
And I'm Coach Gayl Benson.
and today we are going to talk about what baggage is in your purse.
What is in your purse?
Girl.
Why is it so heavy?
Heavy.
That's me.
Every time somebody picks up my purse, they go,
What
in
is
the
in
world
there?"
do you have? I don't use half the stuff, and I just drag it around every day.
Mhm.
We have so much baggage in our purses, and we have so much baggage just in our mind, our heart, our psyche, and
Space.
we have so much stuff taking up space in our bodies. And so what can we do about that? And we're going to talk about that today. And so I'm going to use it, I guess it's what I call analogy.
All right, then.
Okay. Your little mascara, girl. When you put your little mascara on your eyes, I want you to think about this. What is it you're seeing and thinking about when you're putting your mascara on? What is it you're seeing? What in life is it you're seeing through your eyes?
Uh-huh.
What is it you see your life being? What is it you see? Where's your life? Are you where you want to be? As you're putting your mascara on, you know what I mean? When you're putting your lipstick on, right? What's coming out of your mouth? Okay. When you put your makeup on, and you go out, you're looking pretty. Is that the real you?
Because we can't put mascara on our soul and our spirit.
Is that
Because we could dress up the
right,
outside.
right. Dress up the outside, but what's inside?
Mhm.
See, everybody sees that. Maybe you're pretty.
That's
maybe you're
surface.
ooh, that's what is really going on. What is really going on? And then you put on your jewelry.
Your accoutrements, your
Right.
accessories.
Right. And then you have the pretty earrings on your ears.
And those cute, Tan. I love those.
Oh, thank you. Yours too, girl.
Thank you, Tan.
But what is it you're hearing and repeating, but you're repeating it wrong,
Loud and wrong.
loud and wrong, just so you can get attention? Oops.
I know. Ooh.
We're going to talk about that today.
Listen, what is it that you're carrying in your bags? Think about backpacks. And sometimes I see these little kids going to school and the backpack bigger than them. And they running for the bus and the backpack hitting them in the back of their head and it's yanking their bodies and they still running for the bus. So when I think about that, someone asked me I picked this up from when I was in a group therapy program some years ago when I went through anxiety. And they asked me it was an actual backpack and to put in the things in the backpack that I needed. And then actually to look at it and say, do you really need
Do you
that?
really need it?
And every time, not only just the stuff I packed for myself, but then there was other stuff that I packed in it that didn't even belong to me. It was just in case I needed.
Right.
Or other stuff that
Right.
people dump
Right.
on you.
Dump on
Because
you.
people use us as a hub, so
Yeah.
they can feel better. They
Right.
come and dump
Dump
on
on
us,
you, yeah.
and that becomes a part of our
Right.
bag.
Right.
And then the more you put in that backpack,
Right.
the more you start leaning back
Right.
and leaning back,
Right.
and then it's more effort you have to put in to move forward, to
Right.
carry all of that weight.
Weight. And I had to write this down while you were speaking because I didn't want to lose it.
Mhm.
False faces and false spaces. And we walk right into this all day, every day, and we don't recognize it. And we sit in that with friends, family, coworkers. We even go to church. Neighbors. What do we do with this? And as we talked about on our last episode, changing your mindset and getting to know who you are will help you avoid some of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes people dump on us their emotional baggage and we feel good because they came to talk to us. So we feel like we somebody. Oh, they came to talk to me. So I'm important. So, but then they do that. Then the next person comes and the next person comes and you have all of this stuff. But who are you able to go to
How you feel to your energy.
yeah, but and when you go to somebody, is what you're telling them
Is it yours?
yours, or is it the person that dumped?
Because it all start mingling, and the co-mingling, which really is not a word,
Goodness.
but it all start running together. You taking on other people's energy. It's not yours.
And then sometimes you are not able to tell your friend or foe, your girlfriend, boyfriend, mama, sister, friend, whomever it is, you can't continue to come and do this to me. People are scared to say, don't do this to me.
Right.
I can't handle it because we're afraid of losing people instead of taking care of our own mental, emotional, and spiritual selves.
Because we can afford to lose some stuff. We can afford to lose some people. Why do we give people that space in our lives?
Right.
But why do we do that? We are so self-sacrificial at times.
At times.
Why do we do that? So do we get in the mental mirror and start taking inventory on what is in here that does not belong to me?
And so, this topic comes to us from the Graves.
Thank you, Miss Graves.
She asked us to speak on this topic. It was something that was dear to her heart. And as a Christian woman, she just wanted to put it out there.
Right.
So I told her, yeah, we can do that. And it's an important topic.
It is.
And eventually we're going to get to it anyway, because it's what we do.
Exactly.
And so for me, and I hate to go back to this, but I kind of am still in isolation. And not because I put myself in isolation, because God has kind of put me in isolation. He has me doing and working towards something. He will reveal what that is when it's time. But I can't right now take on anybody's emotional or spiritual. I can't do that. And I won't do it. And I know that I can't do it. So I'll tell people, hey, look, I can't do that right now. But I've learned how to do that. And I'm not afraid to tell you that. Some people will still do it and take it and won't do it. It's okay if you tell someone, Now, if I say to you, hey, no, you can talk to me, you can speak to me, it's okay, then I'm truly
taking it on,
telling you it's okay, because then I know I can handle it.
Because you made the decision for yourself.
Right. I made that decision. I've done the work to be able to handle it. There's a difference. But some of us can't.
No. Tim, while you was talking, and I'm going to come back because I want to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
But what popped in my mind was, how we are so diligent and particular about our groceries and how we go to the grocery store. And it's just certain things. We'll tell us, can you double bag that, please? Yes. Because you want to be very careful, with those items.
Right.
In life, unfortunately, we can't double bag our mental and emotional capacity. We are always working paper thin, flying by the seat of our pants, but still pouring out and opening ourselves up. We don't have hefty bag mentality. Where you could just stretch it to where you could see it look like it's about to pop and rip, but it doesn't. Well, that's not us. We are not glad bag made, honey. We are made by the Most High Creator, and He did not make us to work at capacity. He made us to honor Him first so that we could learn how to honor ourselves. I would ask you all, please engage in the comments. We read the comments. And we do, answer questions and thank you for commenting. But I will ask you, to engage in the comments and ask you, what has you at capacity? What is your bag overflowing with? What is in your bag that does not belong to you? Baby, how much time do you have?
Grandkids.
Yeah.
The children, husband.
Work.
Work, the mama.
Friendships.
Yes.
Situationships.
Bills.
William stay in our face, don't he?
Right. Taxes. All kind of stuff is hitting us. And then finances.
Question ourselves.
Yeah.
Do we even have the right to look at ourselves to be something different?
Yeah, but it's all these things just going on. And instead of us saying, wait, let me sit down. What can I eliminate from this? And then we're going to the doctor. High blood pressure, hair falling out, disease sets in. Stress leads to autoimmune disease.
It will show up in your body.
It shows up in your body. It leads to you gaining weight. It leads to all kind of different skin eczema, all kind of stuff.
Neurological.
So, yes, all kinds of stuff. So we have to learn how to sit down and rethink, because it's serious about what kind of baggage are you carrying? And let me back up. Sometimes some of the baggage we're carrying, we haven't dealt with things that have happened in our life previously. And that would be the death of parents. That would be traumatic things that have happened to us that we have never dealt with. Okay. Situations we've been placed in as children that weren't fair to us. So there's baggage. Then you're talking about traumatic stuff. Then you're talking about emotional stuff. Then that leads to mental stuff.
At least to physical.
Then it leads to physical. And then some of the stuff back here was physical. It's traumatic, what was traumatic to you.
Right.
And then leads to mental. So, I mean, it's a big ball of fire.
It is.
And if you don't get help, if you don't get treatment, then it continues to be masked. And if you mask it, then what? Eventually.
It snowballs. You know, it's a snowball effect. It starts at the top.
Yeah.
And it keeps rolling.
Right.
And it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And we don't acknowledge it. And we're getting bigger and bigger, and we're stretching more and more.
Right.
And this snowball is impacting how we see the world, how we function with people, how we allow certain energies and people in our space because we feel obligated to do so. What is it about us that we think we are so obligated to overpour and overextend ourselves for other people instead of being present for ourselves? You know, and eventually when that snowball gets to the bottom of the hill, something's going to be destroyed.
Right.
Something will be destroyed. And it may not just be something, it could be some things in life.
Right.
And Tammy and I both know that firsthand, how things that we have just dealt with, endured over time, just snowballed. And what some people may say happened out of nowhere, it happened over time. Happened over time because we were carrying, our bags were so heavy. The backpack on our back was so heavy till we got to the point where we were about to snap. So now it's self-preservation. How do you save yourself from your own bag? We have to talk about that.
Right. So when we come back, we'll talk about it.
So we'll see you on the other side. Come right back now. We'll see you soon.
Hey, sis.
Cause you're always gonna be my simply sister. You are my sister, and I love you. My simply sister. You are my sister, and I love you.
Welcome back. Thank you all for being here with us. We do not want to be remiss about thanking you all for being here, watching today's episode. Thank you for everyone who has liked, subscribed, and shared the Simpli Sisters podcast. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes.
We also want to say a resounding thank you to Ms. Rita Graves for sending in today's topic.
Yes.
What's in your purse? What are you carrying around in your bag? How heavy is that bag that we're carrying around?
Yeah.
We want you to comment. We read the comments. We'll engage with you. This is a safe space. I know it's YouTube. I know this is Apple and Spotify, all the podcast platforms. But you even have the opportunity to reach out to us directly through our email at info@simplisisterspodcast.com. A sense of community. You can join the Simply Circle family. Visit our website at www.simplisisterspodcast.com.
And we have our individual websites.
Absolutely. Simply Tammy, www.simplytammy.com. Let me get this in here real quick because I know she's not going to do it. If you are looking for a tool that will help you, I need you to sign up to step into this season and get the Woman's Guide to Living. Visit Simply Tammy's website, www.simply, Tammy.com. Simpli.com. Sign up to get your pre-order book of A Woman's Guide to Living by Simply Tammy. Order my baby. I need some help.
Yes.
I need some help. Visit her website. Tam, do you have like 2 minutes to tell us about that?
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Okay.
Everything that we speak about, everything that we talk about is in this book. It's just encouraging you ladies to change your mindset. Fight up. Do things differently. Proper responses to things that happen in your life. The way that you can do things differently. It's step by step.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a read that you just read and there's nothing there to help you. This is a step-by-step guide that will truly help you. If you said this one way for years, I'm giving you a different way you can say it the rest of your life. I'm telling you, you will truly enjoy this book. So, hey, go on, pre-order, and look. I'm guaranteed you'll love it.
Listen, grab that tool that you can use so that you can develop and expand your horizons about living your life and being your best self. So we're going to jump right back into this topic about what's in your bag, what's in your purse.
Yes. You know, Erica Badu stuff this best.
We love you, Miss Badu.
Miss Badu. Oh my God. It's baggage. Someone hurts us and we harbor that and inside and our heart becomes hardened.
Mm-hmm.
And we move forward and treat others 2 ways, as if they treated us that way, they did it, or as though they're going to treat us that way if you meet some new people, if you don't deal with that pain and deal with the fact that, or understand that the next person might not be that person to hurt you like that. They may not be, but you have to learn that everybody's not going to hurt you that way. And then there's another part to this, which is depending on where you came from and your background, you may not be able to come out of that if you don't seek counseling.
Yeah.
Because it depends on where you are and where you're sitting, your space and place at the time. And it may not be to other people. It might just be you.
You know, and that is something that a lot of times that we don't look at in ourselves. When people hurt us, we instantaneously look at the other person about what they did to us and how it impacted us. I struggle. You know, I have trained myself over 32 years because someone hurt me when I was a child, 8 years old, you know, and I was dedicated to the heart of that 8-year-old girl that nobody would ever hurt me again. Emotionally detached myself, and I lived my life that way for 32 years. And I would implore people to, even though we make those decisions for ourselves, and because we think it's logical reasoning, right, to do that to protect ourselves. Even when you step into a newness and in a new space, and you still end up getting hurt, I would ask you to exercise grace for yourself. We spend a lot of time beating ourselves up.
Right.
Trust me, I know. We spend a lot of time beating ourselves up.
Right.
But again, like Tammy said, you know, introspectively, what is our role, you know, in these situations? Not that we're taking ownership when people hurt us, but our role is to acknowledge, give yourself the space and the time to be in that place. You were hurt, because we function too often. We're trying to mask that we were hurt, trying to mask that we were in a vulnerable space and something happened to us. And we exude so much energy and effort trying to act like we weren't hurt. We are not, invincible. You know, we get hurt. Even at this age, you know, you get hurt. It doesn't stop you from hurting when things happen, or people have the right to make decisions for themselves if it's not intentionally being deceptive or malicious, and if it's a decision that hurt you. We have to learn how to not personify everything, give ourselves the grace to move forward. Give yourself permission if the decision hurt you, or if someone physically hurt you, or if someone unintentionally hurt you. Your responsibility is, how long do you stay in that place and carry that weight? When do you give yourself permission to learn from that pain? Because pain becomes purpose. So how do you grow in the moment and get out of your habit of keeping the hurt on you? How do you grow out of the hurt? We're going to help you find that towards the end of this segment.
But to be willing to seek help, whether it's a spiritual advisor, a counselor, a life coach, or someone in your church. Go to women's self-help groups. That's important. too. So that's my advice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. It was that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the other part of what we're speaking about is people don't realize this part. And this part is people see you coming.
What Erica say? They take off running because you got all them bags.
It's like we going on a trip overnight and you have 10 suitcases.
Oh my gosh.
Be aware. People just don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it anymore. And they won't answer their phone. They're home. They're not going to answer their door. And eventually people get tired and they're going to say, some people will just outright just lose their cool with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to decide to get help.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, our community has a stigma about counseling and behavior health. I know it all too well. And I remember being in group therapy and it was a Black woman in there. She was spewing her guts. She was telling everything. And in my mind, they don't allow you to interact while you in group counseling. You know, this was all on virtual because this was like just at the height of the pandemic. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you better shut up. Why you tell these people all your business? And I would wish I had a way to tell her, why are you telling these people? But when I had a chance to talk to her, that girl told me I need my breakthrough. That thing resonated with me so bad when she said, I need my breakthrough. She didn't give it. She had to get all of that stuff out off of her. She had to get it out. Tammy's point to Erykah Badu's statement in her song, people take off running when they see you coming because you don't have a good attitude when you carrying all this weight. Mm-hmm. You don't have all this, you know, a good attitude when you are mentally and emotionally spent, but you act like you're not.
Right.
We got to quit putting on airs. We got to quit performing and give ourselves be audacious enough to just put everything down and choose yourself and make sure that you're healthy and that you're whole. Take the backpack off. If you revisit if I went through that bag over there with all the stuff I have in there, I promise you, probably 75, damn it, I'm going to be truthful, 85% of the stuff in this bag, I don't need. And as I get, you know, my purses, because I love a good bag, baby, they get bigger. I don't go down. I don't condense it. My bags get bigger because I'm accommodating for what I think I'm going to need and what I'm already carrying. Yeah. And the challenge I give to you is, what do you really need? Do we even know? How do we assess that?
I know. Well, I'm laughing, and I heard what you said, but I'm laughing. Just the thing between me and my daughter about my purse. You're right about what you say, but do you know they have these rooms you can go to now, and you can break the glass? What is it? You can throw the glass and break it and get your anger out. What is
it's called a rage room.
Rage room.
It's a rage room.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a filter for you to get all that rage out of.
Mm-hmm. No, I encourage people to, the field I retired from is law enforcement, and it's a hard field for a lot of different people. It takes a toll on your mind, on your body. But a lot of the law enforcement officers go there. They do it. Get some of that stuff out of the system. And just regular people too. So
and they have wellness rooms.
Yes,
places where you could just go in a quiet space. I think you get it like for 30 minutes at a time. I know Dr. Leslie Tillman does it in Ohio. And you go in and you rent this space, this room is tranquil. It got water, music sounds, you know, some audio therapy. And you go in and just have quiet time. You know, you deserve it.
Let's not leave out massages.
Yes.
Go and get a massage. Don't take your bag in there.
Please
leave your bag in the car.
Leave the bag.
But go in there yourself and allow yourself to enjoy that. Promise you, when you come out, you'll feel the difference.
My God, today.
My daughter, she's funny because I don't carry that backpack anymore. Remember the one you all said was heavy?
Strap broke. That thing was so heavy. And she tried to sew it back. Let it go. Let it go.
I know. But listen, do you have gum in your purse? I said, sure. So she went in my purse. It was like 10 packs of gum, 20 pens. She's like, what in the world? She said, what do you do? Why do you need all of this?
Yeah.
And she'd get down there. She's like, you have candy. There was a Starburst down there, all kind of stuff. She's like, why? But, you know, our purses just contain so much stuff that we don't need. And tissue down there. Yeah, I'm not going to use tissue now.
Eye drops, saline solution,
Stuff.
hair ties, scrunchies,
Hairpins.
bills, safety pins,
All kind of
a
stuff.
sewing kit, full beat face down in the bottom of the bag to the left.
Hey, the chapstick you've been looking for. But it's just all kind of stuff in your bag. But we have to bring this stuff to your attention. It's stuff that you don't think about, and rightfully so, it's important to do so. Everybody's not going to tell you what we're telling you. Everybody's not going to think of some of the things we're telling you. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to present. We have to think about these things, and it brings up stuff for us as well.
Like in the middle of the show.
Yes, yeah, it does. So it's important that we've done the work as well. And I've done a lot of work on Simply Tammy.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Now that I've done the work, it's easier to, when something comes up, say, okay, I need to work further on that, or think further on that, or change this or that. So, you know.
This has been a great topic, and I know we can be a forever student in learning about who we are and who we are becoming.
Right.
Again, we are so thankful that you're here. We hope that you enjoy it so much that you like, share, and subscribe to the Simpli Sisters Podcast channel. Ms. Graves, thank you again for bringing up this worthy topic. Yeah. And, you know, there's so much to talk about, so make sure you come back and see us next week. I promise you, we will be here. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.
Make it happen beautifully.
Bye.